press conference because Mr. Dixon here had a situation with the state troopers. He was pulled over, I believe, last week, and he was issued a ticket for holding his cell phone. Well, it was later found out, even by the troopers, that he did not have a cell phone. He wasn't on his cell phone, and they dismissed the charges. But what we're here for is Mr. Dixon is still upset about being pulled over and feel like something should be done about those officers who was called on him for something that he didn't do. We, the NAACP, feels that the officers should be written up as well. And so we're here to make the thing straight that we're supporting Mr. Dixon.
Is there anything right now, has the, well, first of all, was this a state trooper? Was it a Warner Robins police officer? Have they contacted you guys at all about what the situation is?
Yes, it was a state trooper. I've spoken to the state trooper office in Perry. They spoke with me and said that they was in the wrong in this situation. They explained to me that they were going to get in touch with the officer who, because there was two officers involved. One officer was on the side of the road that suggested he had a cell phone, and he called his other officer, a backup, to go and pull Mr. Dixon over. So the state trooper informed me that he's gonna get in touch with that officer who saw the cell phone in Mr. Dixon's hand. He feels like he's the one that's in the wrong because he gave a false accusation.
Did they give you any reason as to, I mean, what was the process of this? Because what it sounds like is that they had like a spotter down the road radioing back to another unit down the road. So do you think that this was some sort of malpractice by this operation team?
Yes, this spotter stuff is not a guaranteed type way of trying to detect something as small as a cell phone. Maybe it has worked pretty good with in speeders situations, but in this situation with a cell phone, he couldn't identify that he had 100% identify that he had a cell phone in his hand. What that was a dash cam. Luckily, he had a dash cam because that is what gave the proof that he didn't have a cell phone, because it gave from the time he was accused until the time he was pulled over. And when the officers was discussing whether he should sign the ticket or not sign the ticket, we had to have all that information, and on that information it proved that the state trooper got back in touch with Mr. Dixon and decided to dismiss that ticket. But the thing about it is, I'm here for not only Mr. Dixon, but the whole entire community. You can't just go around false accusing people. It may be some more people in the community that has dealt with this as well. Maybe some more that got some tickets based on this situation, some cell phone tickets. They also need to call the Perry State Trooper's office and make a complaint, and see what we all can work together and get this taken care of.
Do you think there was some chatter on social media about race being a factor in this? Do you guys believe that that's the case here?
No, because I believe the officer Gustavo, I believe he was a different race as well, and I don't believe race played a part in it. I believe what played a big part in it is the manner of how they do their operations. This was something that shouldn't have never occurred in the way that they complete this operation, and that's what I'm mainly focused on, is that it wasn't done in a correct manner.
What is, are you guys, you know, exploring any sort of legal options right now? What's the next steps in this?
Well, like I said earlier, I spoke with Lieutenant over there at the Perry office, and he assured me that he's going to get to the bottom of it, that he's going to find those officers who was involved, and after that, he was going to get back in touch with me. If we cannot resolve it in a peaceful manner, we will maybe go into some litigation. But at this time, we're hoping and praying that it works out in everybody's favor within the community.
Is this a common problem with the law enforcement agencies in the area? Warner Robins Police, Houston County Sheriff, GSP. Is this a common problem that you guys deal with?
Well, yes, I do. For as being the president of the Houston County NAACP, I have many complaints come in about things of this nature, but a lot of times the citizen does not have much proof because they are the only one in the car. But in this situation here, I would advise anyone to get them a dash cam. The dash cam was the judge, jury, and all in this case, and that's why we was able to help him, Mr. Dixon, get this situation under control, and that's why they dismissed the ticket, because of the dash cam. If it would not have been a dash cam there, Mr. Dixon would be charged with a cell phone ticket. And if Mr. Dixon would have got out of control in any manner, just keep in mind, Mr. Dixon would have been locked up. The officer said it. If you go back and look at the Facebook post, he said if he do not sign this ticket, you're going to be locked up. And he was getting very aggressive with Mr. Dixon. Was no reason to get aggressive with Mr. Dixon. Mr. Dixon hasn't stolen anything. Mr. Dixon hasn't was running, was fleeing. Mr. Dixon, as soon as he saw the lights come on, Mr. Dixon pulled over to the right side of the road.
Did they give you guys any sort of reason? I know you said you talked to them. Did they give you any sort of reason as to why they were threatening an arrest there on that traffic stop? I mean, for not signing a ticket?
Well, I believe it's for if he did not sign the ticket, because I think Mr. Dixon asked if what would happen if he did not sign the ticket, and that's what he suggested to him, that he would be arrested. Mr. Dixon wasn't aggressive or trying to be out of order. He was basically being an honorable citizen of Warner Robins. The problem came in is when the officer was just accusing him of something that he didn't do. And like I said, because of that dash cam, everything had to be dismissed, because it was no reason to hold him hostage to something that he didn't do. Now what we're working on, the NAACP, we're working to make sure these officers get something on their records, because they made a false accusation against a citizen of Warner Robins who's trying to pay his taxes and do the dues that he's supposed to do.
That's good.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. All right.
That's all the questions I have, Carlos. I know you just got here, so I'll let you do your thing. We're gonna keep rolling on my end. So
Okay,
if you
perfect. Could you kind of rehash what you said so far?
Okay.
And
well,
sorry, real quick, can I have you move to the right just a little bit? We got a shadow. There we go.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, what I said earlier was that Mr. Dixon was unlawfully pulled over based on the fact that they said that he was using his cell phone. Mr. Dixon was not using his cell phone. Mr. Dixon is an Uber driver, and he was taking a passenger where a passenger wants to go. And in the meantime, he was pulled over, and they said that they was going to give him a citation. Well, they did issue him a citation for holding a cell phone. Well, Mr. Dixon asked him, do I have to sign this citation? And the officer replied, yes, you got to sign the citation or go to jail. Well, Mr. Dixon didn't want to cause any problems because he wasn't out there causing any problems. He was just like you and I. He was out there working to make a living for his family. So at that time, Mr. Dixon signed the citation and he pulled off. But Mr. Dixon got frustrated and he decided to go on Facebook and let the public, let the community know what had happened. And I believe he's got a lot of likes, a lot of views within a short period of time. And at that time, we picked up on it, the NAACP, and we was like, no way this could happen. He had a dash cam, he was showing the footage, and I believe Mr. Dixon got in touch with the state trooper's office, and they immediately looked at everything and they said they dismissed the charges. But Mr. Dixon wasn't satisfied with that, because Mr. Dixon, if he'd got a ticket, he could lose his Uber contract and could not be able to drive to support his family. Also, he would have got more fines because of the ticket. Also, he would have could cause his insurance to go up a lot more. And that would devastate his family because they're depending on him to bring in income. So we're out here wanting to let the community know that if there's anybody else that had a ticket by the state troopers during that time, we would like them to come forward as well, or contact the Perry State Troopers office and let them know as well, because this shouldn't have happened to him. And I believe, and just like Mr. Dixon believed, that something should be done to these officers. I believe it was a spotter that saw Mr. Dixon, and he called in his backup, and his backup pulled over Mr. Dixon. Well, Mr. Dixon immediately pulled over, like I was saying earlier. He wasn't aggressive. He wasn't out of order. He was doing exactly what he's supposed to do. So we're helping him, and we want to fight for peace for not only Mr. Dixon, but for the whole community.
When you say you want to fight for peace, are you also calling for the termination of this state trooper?
No, we know the state trooper has a family and friends as well. And we need our troopers on our road. We just want the trooper to be accountable, and we want something put in his record so that it would know that this wasn't just a fun little game that they played. This was dealing with someone's lives, and we want them to know, as they continue to be out there protecting us, they continue to be out there supporting the communities. And that's what we want them to do, because they took a sworn oath to protect and serve. And that's what we want them to do. But we also want you, if you have been found not to be doing your job, we want it to be documented that you wasn't doing your job.
What is the ultimate goal? Obviously, you're having a press conference here today, but what is the ultimate goal for the NAACP stepping in? Okay,
the ultimate goal of the NAACP is that he's a citizen of Warner Robins. And we want Mr. Dixon to feel very comfortable with living in Warner Robins, that he's in a fair, just city. And in order for him to feel that way, and the remaining people that's on Facebook and all the viewers that saw that, we want all of them to feel that Warner Robins NAACP is here for you. This is what we do. We have had many complaints on officers and things like that, but rarely do we have a situation like what Mr. Dixon had, is a dash cam. The dash cam is what made the whole difference. So that's what we're encouraging our community. If they come forward, we can do something about it. But and we want to serve and protect you as well.
For the NAACP, you mentioned that you guys have seen many cases like this.
Yeah.
How many cases have you had to stand behind in a situation such as this?
Well, sometimes it's the police said some things, or like this, they say that the individual has done some things that it couldn't be proven because it was only the police word against the citizen word. And when you can only take care of it, it's best not to try to take care of that on the side of the road. It's the best to take care of that is in court. Most of the times, majority of the times, the judge is going to take the side of the officer. And I can understand because it's no proof. The officer has all the power on the side of the road. But what made me step out on this so clearly and so fast is that he had a dash cam. Now I got the backup that I've been looking for is obviously can tell the truth of what happened on the side of the road. So individuals that do have these problems, please let us know so we can document these officers' records so that they will at least have a trail. They'll have a trail when they go work somewhere else. They will show how they're protecting the people in the communities.
Had he not, Mr. Dixon, had that dash cam video, do you think things would be totally different?
If Mr. Dixon would not have that dash cam, things would be totally different. He would still have that ticket. But because of the dash cam, they had no choice. Even I have talked to the lieutenant of the state trooper in the Paris office. He has already told me that they was wrong. They were wrong. And I realize that, and I know that. But he's checking on the other officers who was involved in this incident. He was going to get back with us. But of course, if he would not have had a dash cam, he'd still have a ticket that he would be probably faced to pay.
Could you kind of go into more of the conversation between you and the lieutenant?
Okay. Yes, the lieutenant, I called him. He immediately picked up. Well, it was the secretary, then the secretary told me to hold on, and he picked up, and he's wanted to know the exact incident because, you know, his position, he handles a lot of incidents. So he wanted to make sure he had the right incident. And so I was telling him about Mr. Dixon, and he said, oh yeah. He said, did you actually know how that happened? I said, yeah. And he was telling me about his spotter guy. And he was telling me about the spotter guy called the other officer, and the other officer pulled Mr. Dixon over. And so we both were seeing, and we both agreed that the spotter car trooper, was the one that gave the wrong information out. But what I was trying to make clear of was that even though the spotter guy made the wrong accusation, and Mr. Dixon was saying, because I wasn't there, but Mr. Dixon was telling me that the officer came to him with a lot of aggression, as if he had robbed a bank or something, or he had done some kind of crime and he was being pulled over. Immediately, he said, as soon as the officer got behind him, he pulled over to the right. And the officer walked up to the car, but he was he wouldn't listen to him. He wouldn't let him explain. So I just feel like the officer, the trooper, he didn't take the time to respect him as a citizen. He wasn't a criminal. Because he would have arrested him for something else if he would have. He wasn't a criminal. He wasn't running from anything. He was only out there working. Matter of fact, he had a passenger in the car at the time. He was doing an Uber ride. It was an Uber ride at the time. So not only did Mr. Dixon had to go through this, his passenger did as well. So it was just a lot of disrespect that shouldn't have been done, and that Mr. Dixon should be applauded for his character and how he handled this.
Do you have any concern with this Operation Thunder Task Force, I think is what they call it? You know, the fact that they kind of turned Watson Boulevard into, I don't want to, you know, put a term out there that's inaccurate, but there was lots of police out on the roads.
Right.
Does that concern you guys at all?
Well, I understand that because I have talked to the chief of police in Warner Robins. I understand that a lot of vacant cars, a lot of cars are being stolen, guns are being stolen out of cars, and a lot of things are happening here local. I can understand the raid, the operation. Sometimes you have to do these things to keep a nice, calm city. That's understandable. But if you still took a sworn oath to serve, to protect your citizens. It didn't say you're gonna come into our town and you was gonna disrespect the citizens. You was gonna treat the citizens as if they don't pay taxes here. No, you don't have that kind of control. The control that you have is to protect and serve. As long as you out there having roadblocks and these things going on, and it's to protect and serve, we'll do it every day, as much as possible is needed to protect and serve. But when you pull over a civilian who's trying to live by the rules of the community, and you disrespect him and make him feel as if he's a criminal, that wasn't called for. And that's what was being done. And if the operation turned into something like that, it wasn't a full force of how we here in Warner Robins and in the Houston County area thinks. That's not how we do business here.
Is there anything else you want to say that we did not ask you?
The only thing I would like to say is that if anyone had any problem with this operation, Thunder, this past weekend, please contact the Parish State Troopers or the Warner Robins Police and make your complaint so that we can make sure that the next time they decide to have another Operation Thunder, that the conditions turn out a whole lot better than the conditions of this time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.